Yes. Differentiation, that is derivatives of some common familiar functions. Constant x to the power of n, ln x, a to the power of x, e to the power of x, sin x, cos x, tan x, cot x, secant x, cosecant x. These all functions, derivatives, yes, all we know. That is the first part. Later, rules of differentiation. Suppose one constant 2 into function. Otherwise, addition of two functions, not only two, maybe more than two functions. Subtraction, that is a difference, or multiplication of two functions or three functions, that is u into v, or now u by v form. So this all I completed, students, in the part 1. Yes, a small revision on that with the help of this problem now I am going to explain. Here y equal to 1 by root x plus 2 by x to the power of 3 by 2 minus 4 by x to the power of 5 by 2. Then find the derivative of that function. Yes, by seeing this plus and minus, now rule number 2. And also one constant to one function, rule number 1. So rule number 1 and rule number 2 combinedly here I am using. Yes, dy by dx. First 1 by root x means x to the power of minus 1 by 2. So this is x to the power of n formula. Minus 1 by 2 x to the power of minus 1 by 2 minus 1 means n minus 1. Minus 3 by 2. First term over. Second term plus 2. 2 is a constant. X to the power of minus 3 by 2. That is minus 3 by 2. X to the power of minus 3 by 2 minus 1. Minus 5 by 2. Next minus 4 only. X to the power of minus 5 by 2. That is minus 5 by 2. X to the power of minus 5 by 2 minus 1. Minus 7 by 2. Yes, after simplification, minus 1 divided by 2 x to the power of 3 by 2 first term. Second term, minus 3 divided by x to the power of 5 by 2. Minus minus plus. Here 2, that is the 10 x to the power of 7 by 2. Yes, so students, one small revision on complete yesterday class with the help of this problem. Yes, now coming to part 2. Okay, just wait. Yes, so students, now part 2. One more important rule is there in the differentiation. That is a chain rule. Suppose dy by dx is our problem. Suppose y is some complicated function, not just like that now, individual function now. Complicated, suppose. Then derivative of y with respect to x is our target. By using the chain principle, dy by du into du by dv into dv by dw into dw by dx. Like that now, how much now number of chains required? That many you can use. Some problem required only 2 terms, 1 and 2, means 1 and last. Some problems required 3. Some problems required 4. Some problems require more than 4 also. So, but now logic, now please understand, dy by dx is our main target, that I am writing dy by du. Here u is again function in the x only. Again v again function in the x only. V again function in the x only. W again function in the x only. Means one function y I am writing in different other functions also. Yes, this is the chain principle. Yes, for understanding of this, one small example first I will tell. Then after that, now more difficult examples also. Yes, see, first now I am taking from that functions only. Suppose first to x to the power of n only I am taking. Suppose x cube, suppose. Students, x cube derivative simple, because x to the power of n model, n means here 3, that's why 3 into x to the power of 3 minus 1, that is to 3x square. Its derivative 3x square. This is direct from x to the power of n formula. I mean, this is the direct. But now here I am using not just x cube. Here 2x plus 1 whole cube. 2x plus 1 whole cube is nothing but one function in the x, that is y. So derivative of 2x plus 1 whole cube with respect to x equal to question. Students, here only x is there, very simple, x to the power of n formula, that is 3x square. But here instead of x, one function is there, again one function. So this now how to write, just wait. Derivative of 2x plus 1 whole cube with respect to derivative of 2x plus 1 into derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x, right? So 2x plus 1 whole cube, 2x plus 1 is again one function. That's why directly x to the power of n principle you can't use. So that's why now here u is nothing but, in my view, 2x plus 1. U is nothing but here 2x plus 1. Yes, again derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x, no, that is simple. Suppose still it is not simple, then we use now again this remaining chains also. So, but this is simple one, that's why derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x, already we know how much, that is a 2. So this is from yesterday's topic, but this is the new thing. So now we can write derivative of 2x plus 1 whole cube with respect to 2x plus 1. With respect to 2x plus 1, very simple, 3 into 2x plus 1 whole to the power of 3 minus 1, n minus 1 principle again, into what is derivative of 2x plus 1? That is very simple, into 2. So therefore answer 3 into 2, 6. 2x plus 1 whole square is the final answer. So students, chain principle, how useful now? With the help of this example I explained. Yes, from here to here, take one screenshot. Now no time to write, but once the class completed, all this again just to open and write notebook on your own without looking into these examples again. That is one practice. After that, now do the assignment. That is second time practice. Yes, now some more examples I will explain on the chain rule. Yes, this is one example. Just wait. Yes, students, x to the power of n with the help of chain principle one completed, right? Now I am going to one more. Suppose ln x. Ln x derivative 1 by x, that is direct. Ln x derivative 1 by x, that is direct. Now derivative of ln x square plus 3x minus 2, suppose. This derivative now we. Students, derivative of ln x, yesterday direct function, that is 1 by x. Ln x 1 by x, that is direct. But here ln of x square plus 3x minus 2, one more function is there. So now here chain rule now. See, very simply I will apply. Derivative of ln of x square plus 3x minus 2 with respect to x square plus 3x minus 2 into derivative of x square plus 3x minus 2 with respect to x. So that means derivative of y with respect to, yes, here derivative required. Derivative of u, it is one function again. U is nothing but this u, x square plus 3x minus 2. Again function in the x. So dy by dx, how I am writing? Dy by du into du by dx. Problem now over. Suppose still complicated function is there, next to remaining chains also required. That also I will explain. Yes, now derivative of y with respect to x I am writing, students. Derivative of y with respect to u, that is one more function in the x, into derivative of u with respect to x. Last function should be very easy. Suppose not easy, again chain rule required. Yes, see this all know. X square plus 3x minus 2 derivative 2x plus 3. Already known. That's why that is the last. Suppose not known, yes, like this one more chain rule. Okay, just listen. Now here, this is very simple. This is a derivative of ln complete. This is one function with respect to same function. Students, tell me what is ln x derivative with respect to x, 1 by x. Same thing, this is total, suppose x. This is total, same now, same as it is x. So that's why 1 divided by x square plus 3x minus 2 means this derivative over into again second term. What is second term? X square plus 3x minus 2 derivative with respect to what? Only x. So this is 2x plus 3. So final answer 2x plus 3 divided by x square plus 3x minus 2 is the final complete answer for this example. Okay, students, please take this second answer. Yes, now another. Students, here ln of 2x plus 3 whole square, suppose. Another example. Derivative of ln of 2x plus 3 whole square with respect to x. This I am writing derivative of ln of 2x plus 3 whole square with respect to 2x plus 3 whole square. So derivative of this into derivative of 2x plus 3 whole square with respect to 2x plus 3 into derivative of 2x plus 3 with respect to x. See here now, 3 links are used in the chain. Yes, previously 2 links examples over, now 3. 1, 2, 3. Because last should be very easy. Derivative of 2x plus 3 with respect to x. We know answer is the 2. But derivative of 2x plus 3 whole square with respect to x again complicated. That's why one more link required. Yes, now one by one. First link answer, derivative of ln of this complete here is there. Means indirectly it is a x. Ln x derivative 1 by x. But here x is 2x plus 3 whole square. Second, derivative of 2x plus 3 whole square with respect to 2x plus 3, not with respect to x now. 2x plus 3 again. So this is now simple x to the power of n formula. Means 2 into 2x plus 3, 2 minus 1, that is 1. Not completed, still their problem last. Derivative of 2x plus 3 with respect to x. That is last is the 2. So final answer I am writing here. 2 into 2, 4. 2x plus 3, 2 minus 1 means 1. 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3 cancel. 4 divided by 2x plus 3 is the final answer. Yes, now in this example, 3 links in a chain I used. Yes, maybe complicated problem even go beyond 4 also. Yes, in this example, this is the answer. Yes, so here x to the power of n one example over, ln x 2 examples over. Next I will give a to the power of x also. First take this. Yes, so students, now a to the power of x also an example. Derivative of 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 with respect to x. Only 3 to the power of x means we know. That is 3 to the power of x ln 3. But here 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 means it is again one function. So this I am writing by using the chain rule. Derivative of 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 with respect to 2x plus 1 into derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x. Last one easy. So that's why stopped. Suppose still not easy, then go to one more now link. Yes, derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x, all know that is the 2. That means simple. Yes, now coming to here. Derivative of 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 in the form of a to the power of x. So a to the power of x, 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 into ln 3 means log 3 base e. Yes, up to here first term over. Next to into 2. So final answer 2 into ln 3 into 3 to the power of 2x plus 1. This is another example for now chain rule for a to the power of x model. Very similar, e to the power of x also you can take now here. E to in the place of 3, you can take e to the power of 2x plus 1. Same as it is. Okay. Yes. Next to another example I will tell. Please take up to here. Yes. Next example. Yes. E to the power of, next to trigonometric functions. Any one function I will explain. Remaining all now in the form of assignment I will give. Derivative of sine x given directly cos x. Sine x directly cos x. So x already we know, but now here one function. Suppose 2x plus 1 whole square with respect to x. This derivative, students, now we need. How to find its derivative? By using the chain rule. Just watch. Derivative of sine 2x plus 1 whole square with respect to 2x plus 1 whole square into derivative of 2x plus 1 whole square with respect to 2x plus 1. Still not completed. Yes, still one more. Derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x. So total 3 links there in this chain. Yes, this I am writing here. This is derivative of sine. This is completely, yes, suppose u, here u, sine u with respect to u. Derivative of sine u with respect to u is a cos u. So that means cos of 2x plus 1 whole square. So first link over. Second link 2 into 2x plus 1, 2 minus 1, that is 1. Second term. Last third term. 2x plus 1, only 2. Then you can write 2 into 2, 4. Yes, 4 into 2x plus 1 into cos of 2x plus 1 whole square is the final answer, derivative. Students, this is now final derivative of this function. Only sin x there, cos x, okay. But now sine of some again function. That's why chain rule I used. Here 3 links required. That's why 3 links I used. Some problems require more than 3 also. Yes, so here sine. Like that, students, now today cos of same function, sine of tan of same function, cot of same function, secant and cosecant of also same function. You please try once class completed. Yes, now this is one example. Next one more I will give. Just take that. Yes, next to in this model one last I am explaining difficult one. Derivative of tan of cos of tan of cos of root 2x plus 1 with respect to x. This is now a function. derivative of this complete rectified. Yes, listen. Derivative of tan of, just to tan x there, we know secant square x, but it is not tan x. Tan of, still some function is there. That is cos root over 2x plus 1 with respect to derivative of cos of root over 2x plus 1. This is only one link. Yes, the remaining links here I am now writing. Second link, derivative of cos of root 2x plus 1 with respect to derivative of root 2x plus 1 into, again another link, derivative of root over 2x plus 1 with respect to 2x plus 1. Still, derivative of 2x plus 1 with respect to x, because 2x plus 1 with respect to x already we know that is 2. Means last link should be very easy. That means already known differentiation. Yes, remaining you read right now 1, 2, 3. Yes, in this problem 4 links rectified. That's why all now written. Now one by one. Yes, first one, derivative of tan. This is a complete u I am assuming. Yes, tan u with respect to u. Tan x with respect to x, secant square x. Same as tan u with respect to u, secant square u. So answer secant square u, but u means cos of root over 2x plus 1. So first link answer into, now second, derivative of cos, this is I am assuming some v, cos v with respect to v, cos x with respect to x minus sin x, same cos v with respect to v minus sin v. So that's why answer minus sin of root over 2x plus 1. Second link over. Now students, third link, derivative of root 2x plus 1 with respect to 2x plus 1. This is derivative of root w with respect to double. Indirectly root x derivative with respect to x. Root x means x to the power of 1 by 2. 1 by 2, x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1 means 1 by 2 root x. Same 1 by 2 root x. Here also 1 divided by 2 root, but x means 2x plus 1 into last one we know 2x plus 1 is nothing but a 2. So final answer minus into secant square this function, sine of this 2 cancel, so divided by root 2x plus 1 is the final derivative of this complicated function. Yes, so students, now with this example I am closing chain rule application. Yes, after once class complete I will send assignment related to remaining all functions. Again in this now students, now yes, after this function examiner again may link u into v format, u by v format, u plus v format again. That also already now, yes, yesterday, yes, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4. Along with that, this is the rule number 5, chain rule. But chain rule for complicated functions like this. Okay. Yes, take this. I am closing the chain rule, moving to another principle. Yes, so students, now chain rule. Yes, all applications completed. Based on this, many problems today I will give. Next to another derivative of sin x, we know already. Sin x derivative cos x. But here problem sin inverse x. What is derivative of sin inverse x with respect to x? This is the question. Students, derivative of sin x cos x, okay, but sin inverse x derivative. Yes, for this one method is there. Just wait. Now I am assuming y equal to sin inverse x. Let y equal to sin inverse x. Later, sin y equal to x. Sin y equal to x. Next to derivative of sin y with respect to y, right side dx by dy. Indirectly, what here now I am doing in this step? Differentiating with respect to y this equation. Left side, right side, differentiating with respect to y. So that's why derivative of sin y with respect to y, derivative of x with respect to y. Next to students, we know derivative of sin y with respect to y is a cos y. So therefore, cos y equal to dx by dy. But we need to dy by dx. So next to step, dy by dx. dy by dx is 1 divided by cos y. Students, cos y we can write 1 minus sin square y, because sin square y plus cos square y equal to 1. Therefore, cos square y equal to 1 minus sin square y. Cos y equal to under root 1 minus sin square y. Yes, now 1 divided by root over 1 minus sin y. Students, what is the sin y? Is a x. So that's why x square. So final answer, sin inverse x means what? Y. Therefore, dy by dx is nothing but 1 by root over 1 minus x square is the final answer. So this is derivative of sin inverse x. This all now in our physics now. Yes, application our physics problems useful this all. Derivative of sin x cos x, okay. But here sin inverse x 1 by root over 1 minus x square. This is the complete method to find out. Yes, all students take from here to here. Yes, here now writing in the notebook not possible, students. Just now I am giving only 10 seconds to write. That's why in that time take a screenshot from here to here. But once the class is complete, again now all classes over. Sit comfortably just to see the problem. Solve on your own. After that, complete the assignment. Okay, from here to here, take fast. Yes, so similar to this sin inverse x. Yes, you please practice remaining cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cot inverse x, secant inverse x, and cosecant inverse x. Today you please practice. Okay, fine. This is another rule. Next rule. Students, up to now, differentiation, only one time differentiation completed. One time differentiation over. Y equal to f of x. Y prime that is dy by dx is derivative of f of x with respect to x up to now, whatever may be the differentiation, only one time only complete. That the first derivative representation is y prime. Y prime means one time derivative differentiation over. This is the first derivative symbol. Suppose now first derivative of sin x is a cos x. So first one differentiation over one time. Now coming to double differentiation means y double prime equal to d square y by dx square means d square f of x with respect to x. So this double differentiation means whatever may be the first derivative you got, one more time you need differentiate that function. One example I will tell, just wait. Suppose students, first one function 3x square minus 5x plus 2. That is one function. What is the first derivative? Means one time differentiation 6x minus 5 plus 0. This is the first derivative. What is the second derivative of this? Means only the 6 because minus 5 means 0. So it is first derivative of this function. It is a second derivative of this function. First derivative of this function, second derivative of this function means indirectly it is first derivative of this. It is a derivative of this function. It is again derivative of this function. So now all students know derivative of a function means slope of a curve. Slope of a curve. Now here double derivative of a function means slope of a curve. Slope of a curve is a second derivative. Why I am explaining second derivative? More applications there in our physics. So that's why first derivative up to now over. Second derivative is not a new thing. Whatever may be first derivative you got, one more time differentiate that final answer. Then you will get the second derivative. Okay, this is one example. Now move to second derivative, first derivative. By using these two applications there in our physics, I will explain. Students, one function y equal to a sin x, suppose y equal to a sin x, one function, a constant to x variable. What is the first derivative? That is dy by dx, derivative of a sin x with respect to x, which principle here? Rule number 1. Constant outside, derivative of sin x. Derivative of sin x, you know, cos x. So answer A, cos x. This is the first derivative. A cos x is first derivative. A cos x is first derivative. Now one more time here. Second derivative d square y by dx square is representation of a second derivative of y with respect to x. Yes, this is derivative of what is now dy by dx. What is the dy by dx? A cos x. So a cos x with respect to x. Yes, again rule number 1. Constant outside and cos x derivative minus sin x. So finally, second derivative, that is y double prime minus a sin x. Students, y equal to a sin x. Y equal to a sin x1 function. First derivative a cos x. Second derivative minus a, again sin x. So function, its derivative and again second derivative clear. Just wait. Here x versus y graph. Y means a sin x. Sin x graph all we know. This is a sin x graph. A sin x means this value is a plus a, its value is a minus a, because sin x range is from +1 to -1. So this is y equal to a sin x graph. Students, here x equal to 0. As x increasing, y also increasing. X increasing, y also increase. But this location where x equal to 90 degrees or pi by 2 radian, y becomes maximum, that is plus a. At x equal to 90, y is maximum. But at the same time, students, what is the slope of our sin x graph? This location, slope is a 0. Slope of function is a first derivative. So x equal to 90, here substitute cos 90, 0. Means at maximum value of a function, first derivative is a 0. Any function, not only sin x. Any function you take, I am just explaining with the help of an example, that's all. Any function having suppose maximum value, at that maximum value, its first derivative is a 0. Remember, because next to in our physics, many applications are there based on this concept. Any function having now that function having maximum value at that particular location, slope is a 0. Means first derivative 0. Now coming to second derivative. Students, here second derivative means slope of slope. Means how slope changing. See here x equal to 90, slope 0, no doubt. But just to less than 19. This slope positive or negative? Just to less than 19. Slope is a positive. See now, this is still positive slope. Now after 90, just after 90 here, this here, slope becomes negative. So now at x equal to 90, slope 0, no doubt. But at x equal to 90, slope changing from positive to negative. That means slope from positive to negative means change in slope negative. Yes, final slope minus initial slope means total slope of slope becomes negative. Change is a negative. Students, suppose now one number changing from plus 2 to minus 2. What is the change? Plus 2 to minus 2. What is the change? Minus 2 minus 2 means minus 4 is the answer. Means final value minus initial value is a change. Same way here, just to before x equal to 90 slope is a positive, but after x equal to 90 slope is a negative. Means slope changing from positive to negative means change in slope is a negative. Change in slope, that is slope of slope, is a second derivative. So that's why students, at any maximum value of a curve, first derivative 0, second derivative is a negative. So now conclusion, at maximum value means at y maximum, first derivative 0 means slope 0, but second derivative is a negative. Second derivative is a negative. Same concept come here, students. And you can verify this example also. Suppose x equal to 90, sine 90, maximum, that is y equal to plus a, function maximum, but cos 90, 0, first derivative 0, sine 90, plus 1, but here minus is there, minus a, that means now negative. Second derivative is a negative. Please remember, at maximum value of a function, first derivative 0, second derivative is negative. Now coming to minimum value also, students. This is the minimum value. Yes, here minimum value x equal to 270. At x equal to 270, a sine 270, that is minus a, negative. But again, first derivative means slope. Slope again 0. Means at minimum value also, minimum value, first derivative 0, no doubt. First derivative 0, but derivative of derivative, slope of slope, just before 270, slope is a negative. But after 270, slope is a positive. That means slope changing from negative to positive, means change in slope is positive. Slope of slope is positive. Second derivative is a positive. So now second derivative is a positive. Yes, so students, now any one function given, that the function may have positive or may have negative, sometimes both positive and negative possible. How to find out? Very simple. Take first derivative of the function. Derivative, how to do all now? First, now this part 1, part 2 completed. Okay, derivative completed. Make that derivative 0. One value of x you will get. But at that value of x, y may have maximum or may have minimum. But how you finalize maximum or minimize? So that's why again second derivative required. In the second derivative, suppose same value of x, second derivative is negative. Definitely at the same value of x, y will have maximum value. Suppose second derivative is a positive, definitely y has a minimum. With the help of this example I explained, same now this two principles applicable for all problems. Yes, final just to remember, at either maximum or minimum, first derivative 0, no doubt. So that's why second derivative required to finalize the answer. Suppose second derivative negative, y has a maximum value. Suppose second derivative positive, y has a minimum value. Okay, so this is now, take one screenshot now, later now complete. Yes, last just 1 minute, not more than 1 minute. Take fast. Suppose students, y equal to one function x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 15. What is the first derivative? 3x square minus 12x plus 9. And the second derivative, 6x minus 12. Minus 12. Yes. Now, suppose this function, find the maximum and minimum, suppose is the question. First derivative, make 0. You will get two values of x. It is a quadratic equation. X values, you will get two values of x you will get. Yes, this x value substitute in this double prime, means second derivative. Suppose after substitution of this value of x here, suppose you will get negative of y double prime, negative. Definitely that is related to y maximum, means that x value again substitute here, you will get a maximum value of y. Suppose after substitution of x here, suppose y double prime is a positive, then y will get the minimum value at that point of x. That's why x substitute here, then you will get a minimum value of the y. So this is now main application of our first differentiation, second differentiation related to physics. Many problems there on this. Yes, today some problems I will. Okay. Yes. Next to, suppose area of square is a pi r square. What is the derivative of area with respect to, suppose r? How you write? Pi is a constant, 2r. Suppose dA by dt asked, time asked, pi into 2r into dr by dt, because here r is there, here t is there. Nothing but chain rule. Already explained chain rule. That's why fastly explained. Yes. So now students, differentiation. Yesterday part 1, today part 2, clearly over. This all now already students taken screenshots. One more time revise. Not understood, one more time revise. Then after completion, solve our assignment. So differentiation over, students, related to the physics. Next, more differentiation.